Onision is in the throes of a lawsuit, and you probably didn't know about it because nobody covers Onision anymore. All right, so if you didn't know about what exactly has been going on with Onision for the last few years, it's been a constant downward spiral for the guy who's basically an irrelevant loser that only crazy people even want to pay attention to. And yeah, I mean, the community is crazy that sticks around and follows him, but hey, the lawsuit's kind of interesting, so let's explain exactly what's going on. So you might have seen that Repzion recently reported on and covered a recent Zoom hearing for the court case, but he didn't explain what it is, so I'm going to do him the favor of explaining what's happened. All right, so there's an individual going by the name of Sarah. This 22-year-old woman, quote, alleges that Onision used YouTube to, quote, identify, recruit, solicit, and groom children and coordinated with his spouse, Lainey, now going by Lucas, to lure, entice, and solicit children for the ultimate goal of engaging in sexual activity with them. The lawsuit filed Thursday in the U.S. District Court of Western Michigan also names YouTube, its parent company, Google, as defendants. Okay, so that's the basis of the lawsuit, and it kind of took me a while to figure out exactly what the claims were that were being brought forth by Sarah. But there's that. I think this is important to know so that way we understand what's exactly happening in this Zoom hearing, because I was sitting around going, man, I haven't really kept up with Onision in a long time. I don't know what any of this shit means. Now, quoting the Rolling Stone, they also said, in 2019, Jackson and Lucas, Onision and his partner, who transitioned over a period of time, depending on the source that you're reading, it's either pre or post transition, but Lucas is Lainey. Jackson and Lucas were accused by several women of grooming them while they were underage. 6 other women who had past relationships with Jackson also came forward and accused him of abuse. Jackson denied the allegations on his YouTube page several times, but in November 2019, he was banned from Patreon for violating their doxing terms. The article from the Rolling Stone goes on to state a statement from YouTube. Quote, we are also concerned about the continued allegations of off-platform behavior related to child safety that could cause significant harm to the community, violating our creator responsibility guidelines within our YouTube partner program policies. Anyway, the point of the matter here is that Onision was indefinitely suspended from being able to be monetized. Something you might have noticed in the recent years is that the string of content creators covering Onision has basically fallen off a cliff, and there's a few reasons for that. A lot of this is hearsay and conjecture, but I covered Onision for a long time, and I've used him to make plenty of money. So here's the thing. You can't cover Onision on YouTube. I don't know why this necessarily happened or who called this hammer down, but in short, anytime you cover Onision, you get demonetized. I mean, even now, I'm gonna get rid of the, like bad words I'm saying in this video for the sake of ad rev, but the chances of me getting ads on this are basically zero. You put Onision in the title, tags, or anything, and YouTube flags it. The videos get sandboxed, and as we all know, demonetized videos, despite what YouTube says, do suffer in the algorithm, because why would they promote a video that doesn't get ads on it, right? Now, Rolling Stone also reported that YouTube was named as a defendant in the lawsuit, which some of the further motions that I saw recently also name YouTube as a defendant in the lawsuit. Quote, the lawsuit alleges that by continuing to monetize Jackson's channel, even after several journalists and users notified them of the allegations, YouTube profit shared with the Onision channel. It also alleges that by demonetizing Onision but not removing the channel or its videos from the platform entirely, YouTube is still profiting from the content. I think this is a very interesting lawsuit just in the fact that YouTube is being thrown in there. I honestly don't think that's going to stick. I don't think YouTube has to be, like, they've done all they needed to, right? I really can't see that going any further, at least for YouTube being there. But let's be real, Onision has no money, so why wouldn't you name YouTube in your lawsuit? It could help get you a nice, hefty settlement. Anyway, there's a lot regarding this lawsuit aside from that I was able to pull up. So let me go over that so that way we all understand what's going on. So here's the basic gist with Sarah. She's apparently a fan of Greg's and basically had gotten it intertwined with the couple at some point over the period of time. And then it just so happened that when Sarah turned freshly 18, she loses her virginity to Greg, allegedly, right? And over this time, there is an allegation of R word. I'm not even, I might even not even just censor any of this, but yeah, apparently Greg, yes, Onision, accuses Sarah of R-word and blackmailing them to have sex with her. Anyway, Onision's a very, very large, unreliable narrator. But what you gotta understand here is that this is like a decade into making diatribe of many a crazy woman who has entered Onision's life. I don't really understand Sarah's position more than this, and I do find the lawsuit a little funny. But following from that, Onision has tried to pivot to making content on other platforms. Now, people have covered it before. Onision has his own personal paid-for content online, but then more so than that, he also maintains a web presence on TikTok. Interestingly enough, most of his online content is based around him being a victim of the internet bullying him, quote unquote. But that's the basics of the lawsuit. So what else has Onision been doing? Well, one, he also tried to take down Repsion's video that did cover the court hearing, which, by the way, public information, right? The reasoning for this was like harassment based, and it's completely BS. Onision's been incredibly litigious in these years of his waning fame, as this seems to be the only way that he can eke out any attention from anybody. But aside from that, Onision does have quite an interesting TikTok following, of which, yeah, let's look at that, because that's funny.
Hey, Onision.
Oh, hey.
I'm back.
I can see that.
You're never gonna get any followers or subscribers.
Oh god, not you too. Wait, what's happening right now?
Since I've been gone, you've been going downhill. Look what you did to the brand. Now we're a laughing stock. No one respects you. You're a freaking joke. You killed me off and went to shit. Oh, what a shock. Oh, what a shock. Yeah. Oh, what a shock. Okay. Oh, what a shock. Look downstairs, you have Can I interrupt?
So, yes, one of the pinned TikToks does include the return of Emo Charlie. If one of you know what's crazy? There are people on YouTube that actually might be so young that they literally weren't alive for the origin of this guy's career. That's terrifying. We've been around a long time, haven't we? All right, so Emo Charlie is one of the many characters that Onision would dress up as, and he was the negative voice that would talk to Onision. And boy, oh boy, is this has aged well. One of the interesting things that Greg has done with himself over this period of time is introduce newfangled ways to make videos still look like ass. There was a period of time when he was doing like 3D videos, and he was like doing 3D porn with like pre-made assets. And now with AI, of course, we have this wonderful TikTok of Emo Charlie roasting Onision. My God, isn't Onision just totally with the understanding of understanding how his career is in the drain? He's so down to earth, guys. He's not crazy at all. I like how one of the top comments is just put the fries in the bag, bro. Again, all of his pinned TikToks are like this, okay? They're all like, I'm a guy and I'm having a crisis because nobody likes me and I'm hated. And also, this kind of seems like fetish content, especially in this one where he is dressed up like a schoolgirl.
Hey, Onision!
Hi.
Nobody likes you.
Okay.
Hey, Onision! No one likes you. No one likes you. Tee-hee-hee. Get off this platform. No one likes you. No one likes you. We unsubscribed you.
Yep. I get it. Yeah, we don't think you do get it.
I have more followers than you. I have more likes than you. All my comments are nice too. You're a loser. Yes, it's true.
You know, I don't really know. Bro. Dude, this is like Buffalo Bill making TikToks, man. Like the cross-dressing, the mysterious stain near the crotch region, the weird infantilizing behavior and dance moves. Like, this really just comes off as like, you know, if this was the 70s, Onision would actually have been a serial killer. And then he would be dead now, right? But then also, I'd like to think that people would remember him in like a macabre, like, wasn't he one of the hot serial killers? Right? Like we just wouldn't have these things that just make it so bad. Oh no, dude. Like, okay, when I first saw this, I turned to my homies and I was like,
I think he gets off to this. I think this is jerk off stuff. I think he just sits down and he looks at these comments of them telling him to get a real job, and he goons to it. How could it not be that? I can't. It's been so long. The fact that Onision has improved so little with so much time is absolutely astounding. You know, when you think of like an artist and their career, you think over a long period of time, they become different. Things change. They change into a more robust artist with stronger skill sets. But Onision literally just... he got where he needed to in 2010, 2011, and then just has not moved on from there. It's like, brother, the annoying orange is rotted and died. There is nothing left. The banana song was so long ago that everybody who has watched it now has a 401k. Like, it is time to either be better or just get a job. And the fact that his life is just entirely based around how much he's hated really goes to show you how pathetic he is. I, for one, find this very funny, but Onision's no more than just a little oddity. It was just kind of annoying me how nobody seemed to have, like, given a TLDR over what the lawsuit is, but I understand, because you need to have been following this for a year. Anyway, Onision's been posting about the lawsuit on social media as well, and of course he has a website where he talks about how all the Onision opinions are actually haters. Anyway, me personally, I feel like the story of Onision ended in about, maybe right after Chris Hansen got his hands on him. After that, I feel like the well has kind of gone dry. There's nothing really there. Anyway, just figured that this update was worth a little funny haha. Take care. Make sure to subscribe to Diesel IRL. I stream on here. Bye-bye.